Hello, I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about panic attacks. Panic attacks can come on for no particular reason. Some people are more prone to them than others, and it can be incredibly frightening both for the person experiencing them and for anyone else trying to help. So if you've ever had a pounding and racing heart, palpitations, shortness of breath, feel like you might be choking, shaking, tingling, numbness of your fingers or toes, you feel sick, you feel dizzy, you're sweating, you think you need the loo, you think you might die, you think you're losing your mind, you're going crazy, you just feel furious, you might be having a panic attack, and they can come on, as I said before, for no particular reason. However, at the moment it is exam season, which can be a real reason. Some people cope with exams with no problem at all, and some people it really does get to them, and it might be as they're going into the exam, or it might be just during the preparation. So key thing is ensure that it is a panic attack and don't get confused with someone having an asthma attack. The signs and symptoms are different. With an asthma attack, one of the key things is they have difficulty breathing out, and that's because with asthma the airways go into spasm, they get tightness in their chest, and they can produce phlegm, and everything gets more inflamed, and they can have severe difficulty breathing out. With an asthma attack, you can feel and hear the air going in and out as they are hyperventilating because they are panicking. With an asthma attack, it would be different. So the key thing to do is to reassure them. They may be unable to explain what's caused them to panic, and don't pressure them to explain, because they may not know. Speak to them in really positive, supportive terms. Tell them that they will be okay, it will go in a minute, because it probably will. And remove anything obvious causing distress, such as a spider or somebody that has frightened them. So remove them from that, or remove whatever's frightening them if you can, if you're able to do it. Small sips of water can sometimes help to calm them down. And if symptoms do get worse, then you may need medical help. Don't rush to get a paper bag. We've all heard about, with a panic attack, you breathe in and out of their paper bag. And the reasoning behind using a paper bag is actually fairly sound. When you are panicking, you're hyperventilating, you're actually breathing out carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide stimulates the respiratory centre in the back of your brain and gets you to breathe normally. So if you're breathing out too much carbon dioxide, then retaining it could be helpful. However, what it can do is make people dependent on paper bags. That sounds really stupid, but it happens. And from personal experience, my mother, in the early stages of her Alzheimer's, she had a lot of panic attacks. Somebody did suggest she used a paper bag, and it became a total obsession. It was a total nightmare for us. The other reason not to introduce a paper bag is if you had misdiagnosed and the person was having an asthma attack, using a paper bag with someone who's having an asthma attack can cause serious harm. It can make things a lot worse. So avoid the paper bag, lots of reassurance, get them to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth, nice and slowly, nice and calm, and it really will pass. And if they have repeated panic attacks, then they may need to be referred to a specialist, and there are various ways that they can help them. So I hope this has been helpful for you. That's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com.